What's going on, guys? I just wanted to bring you through some of the earlier plays of today real quick. If you have any tickers, you guys can put them in and I'll go over it. NVIDIA is definitely a hot one today. We're getting a lot of unusual volume for NVIDIA getting above 220. 225 is the next one, which is going to be somewhere up here for NVIDIA to get to. So probably somewhere around here for NVIDIA. Is it too late to get into NVIDIA? That's a great question. I think it's a good time. Because again, you're playing the swings here, right? It's the same swing over and over again. You see the swings? It's like this. Swing, 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 So that's what we're kind of working with. Also, if you go over here to Trader Daddy Pro, which right now is only $2 to try it for your first month, is you go over, actually, look at the unusual options flow in NVIDIA right now. If we go to calls opening, you're going to see, well, there were a lot this morning, but there should be some. Oh, just look up NVIDIA. There we go. Yeah, we had a bunch of them this morning we had about 20 million worth of NVIDIA calls this morning. It's the number one top flow of the day right now. So yeah, it's just absolutely, kind of crazy. Um, and then also the next level, it's always good to know where it's going to go next. It's helpful to always know where the stock is going to go. You could see it's in between 220 and 225. It'll always get to the next biggest bar. So Nvidia will go on to 225 right here. So we're at 221.50 right now. That means that we went through this 220 bar. We're going to get to 225 like a magnet. It's going to attract itself right here. So no problems. For NVIDIA, we should be able to get there. No problem. All right. All right. The next one I went into today was Nokia. The 90s are definitely back. And this worked out well for us this morning. You can see it's just the same play over and over and over again. These trend line cuts right here, right? As it starts to go higher and higher. And any momentum stock like this, right? You have this pushed off. Now you're going to have this also continue to push off. So getting these in the morning are not that hard because you could see it went right back to this buying pressure level, 20 moving average. And then today it just went straight up. So those options are doing really well so far. I think they're up about 40%, something like that. The next ones I did was DRAM, which is, Micron and all the other memory. It's just taking off. So, stick with trending industries. They'll always reward you. But this is what I look for right here. After a big breakout, you're going to get this floating doji candle right here, right? This thing. That doji candle, that floating doji candle after a breakout is like a little stopping period before you get your extension candle right here. So, you know, at this point, I've been doing this for, I don't know, like a couple of weeks now, maybe 3 weeks now, just every day buying them for the next day. Because if you look, all right, let's say you have the July 18s. They're $400. If DRAM goes up another 7%, that's 63% or $260. That's not bad of pure profit. Nvidia also looks really good because that can easily get to 230 The Julys are pretty good. You could do the 260s, that's $330. And if we get all the way to 230, that would be $175 of pure profit. So, and you have until July too, so there's plenty of time. If you think Nvidia can go up another 3.5%, you'll make $175. Rigetti. I was just looking at Rigetti. If Rigetti breaks right here, I'm definitely going to get in on this because it has so much room to run, right? I'll try to get this for the people on Instagram so you could see it on your phones. But look at how much room this has. It could get all the way up to 37. We have a lot of room, all this room. If this breaks right here, if it breaks 26.50 or 27 or 28, we're going straight to 38. 10 points right there. Look at Rigetti last year. Look at this. We went from 18 to 58 in about 2.5 weeks. So they could do it again. IBM is really flying this morning. Look at this. Perfect. I made the video about IBM this day right here last week when it was breaking out that day right here. It was about 240 something when I was doing the video, and now it's about 100 points higher. This could easily get to 350. That's going to be up here. This is going to be the next Intel. The government likes to rescue these legacy companies like IBM. If you have any other stocks, you could definitely put them in, and I'll take a look at it. Apple, I want Apple to fall a little bit because then we can get some support on Apple and then play it back up. Somewhere around 305 to 307 if it steadies itself there. We could get the 20 moving average to come sweep under it, and then we get some support for us to swing this back up again. So it'll probably do something like this. We come down, it'll rest, and then we swing that back up. So should work. Just waiting on that. Also, AAOI was a great run today as well. It's up 17%. I have the double leveraged stock on that, so it's about up 35% on the stock. NBIS also up a lot. I have the double leveraged NBIG. So like again, any floating doji candle after a big breakout, these undecided floating candles after a breakout, there's always like an extension during a bull market every time, especially for a trending industry like data centers. Just letting you know, the YouTube channel I tried searching for is not coming up on Google search. I had to go to YouTube directly. Yeah, that sounds right. You have to usually go to YouTube. But yeah. Do service now. Everybody loves this stock. It's coming up to the 200 moving average right here. But here's the problem with a stock like this. I get about 15 people a day asking me if they should buy this. And here's the problem. If I say yes, they're going to end up buying it 2 weeks from now, and then they're going to put like $20,000 in, and then it'll go down like 15% right after they buy it. They're going to wonder why. It's because they weren't fast enough, you know? And it's also people, for some reason, have this idea that they need to put a lot of money in at one time for it to go to some level where they can take all of it out for profit. And I just disagree with all of that. I just think it's a lot better. You're losing all of your flexibility with that. Like you have no flexibility that way to put so much money in and then take it out at another target. Like if you like a stock so much like ServiceNow and you know all about it and you're all about it, then why not just buy $1,000 or $500 or whatever and then add on to it once a week or every 3 days or every other day for a long time And then when it's in a profitable area like up here, then you start taking out the profit, slowly again. So you scale in and you scale out, for these types of positions instead of trying to put in so much at one point and then take it out later. Eventually you're going to get burned that way. Do you think ASTS will benefit from the type of high? I mean, the entire space industry is, yeah. I mean, they're all at great levels right now. They're going to continue to run up to the SpaceX IPO. I want to see them to stop going down right now though. Like I would love to see SpaceX sorry. Um they're all doing the same thing right now. It's good to find the strongest one. So let me just look at RDW real quick. RDW back at 20 is a good deal. Or I'm going to probably just play the ETF NASA because that has all of the space stocks in it and it has 10% of SpaceX already in it. So I'm going to probably buy a medium term option on this. So I'll play it, the hype up. That Blue Origin disaster last week is a big reason that this is still going down. Anything else that you guys want to look at? Tesla is kind of slowing down a bit, but I still think it has the ability to swing back up over here. As long as it keeps that structure of it flowing back up, we should swing back up here. So RDW should hold or get out. I mean, I don't know anything about your position. You know, obviously when we're up at the top of the triangle, that's when you start to get out. Remember, here's the well, let me do it on the weekly time frame. Like when you get to a top of a triangle, sorry, let me move some things over. When you get to the top of a triangle like this, you always want to take some profit out because it's hard to just, have this blow right past it. So this was the last amount of, stock that I took out around here. But I mean, eventually this will just keep going up. There is a space stocks I got into today, RXT, Rackspace. I took a small shot at this. This is the only space stock that's going up right now. I've watched this for a while. I think $5 is a good deal for it. Eventually, this will be like a $10 stock, Rackspace. So the next red wire, hopefully. So it's got a lot of momentum recently. So hopefully it's a nice little structure too. So well, hopefully that'll keep going. Actually, let me take a look at this on another time frame. Yeah, this looks great. Just riding the 20 moving average, bounced off of the buying pressure down here. That should keep going. Let me take a quick look at the unusual activity for Trader Daddy Pro. Micron obviously is number one. Tesla, Oracle, all the software ones are doing great. You could just do any of the software ones. Tesla's getting a lot of unusual activity right now. We have a 3.5 million call for 612. That's pretty good. We also have Micron, obviously. DocuSign. Ooh. 22,000. Oh, you know what? You want to see something interesting? So look at this. Follow me here. Dollar Tree, DLTR, right? Popped up 20% last week on its earnings, right? Guess what has earnings today? Dollar Tree popped up 20%. Dollar General is coming out with earnings today. And whatever Dollar Tree does, Dollar General will do a few days later. So I have a pretty good feeling Dollar General is also going to pop up just like Dollar Tree did. They're like the same business basically. They have the same vendors. Um, so it'll be interesting to see, that work out. Microsoft, I took out my Microsoft July call today. I do think it's going to keep going up. Microsoft from here, but I did take out my July call today. I've had it for a long time, and I finally got up to the 90% profit, so I feel like I kind of needed to take it out and move on. Um, but it does show that patience does pay off. Everybody thinks options is so risky, and like I was down for like a whole month, and then in 3 days I got back up to 90 plus 90% profit on this, so that was fine. But again, this is a floating doji candle, floating an undecided candle right here. This should keep expanding for Microsoft, right? It should keep going. I don't really look at CoreWeave that much. I already think I mean, it's getting a little bit more credibility. It's just not one of the stocks that I look at that often. People get excited when it pops up like this. You know, I'm never really excited about CoreWeave, to be honest. Like if you like data centers that much, you might as well just buy APLD and just buy it every time it drops, Or if you really like data centers that much, yeah, NBIS is already up too much. Iron is a little bit too risky for me, although it'll probably still keep going. But I don't know. It seems like CoreWeave is a part of that system, but I just never really got into that stock. BBAI is doing really well. This is in a full triangle breakout right now. See the triangle break on BBAI? This is a floating doji candle right here. Floating undecided candle. I think next week BBAI is just going to absolutely run it. And it's not that much to play options on these. Like the risk to reward is like insanity. You could do BBAI. Then you have let's say a September call. It's only $138 for one of these, or $100 for the $6 ones. For the sevens, it's only $79. So let's say you buy that one, and BBAI goes all the way up to like 625. You know, you would still make $50 profit for each one of these $79 ones. Or if you buy the ones for 138, the 5 call, and it goes up to like 625 or 630, you'll make $75. So it's like 50%. Yeah. Or there's BAIG is the double leverage version for BBAIs. You could do that too. Um, we could take a look real quick to see what all the institutions are buying, if you think that's helpful for you guys. I know over here we have AMD is the top one, Tesla, TWST. Then we also have a smart tool for hedge fund tracking. And yeah, AMD, Tesla, and TWST. The top three sellers are Coin, Tempest, and I don't even know this one. ILMN. I don't know what that is. But it seems like AMD and Tesla are the top add-ons for hedge funds right now. Yeah, we track 57 hedge funds, and we scrape them off of the internet. So whenever they talk about a deal or them adding something, because we don't wait for the 13F because that would, that those findings, that would be way too late. So, but yeah, this is only $2 for a whole month to try this if you like this. So this is like way more stuff than unusual whales, way more than Cheddar Flow. This is way more than FinViz Pro. For like any type of pro website you can possibly think of, this has way more than it. So, It's a very low risk for just trying it for $2 for an entire 30 days. Most people who try it just end up keeping it because it's just you're able to see where price is going next. Like you get all the levels of everything. So instead of hoping that it gets to a certain level, like if you're in Redwire and you're like, I don't know where this is going to go, you could go down here, and you know that at least has really big support at 20, right? If you go to Apple, you could see, you know, the next level is going to be 310 easily. And then after that, easily 315 because it always goes to the next biggest level. But right now, price is below this flip line. So it's possible that it gets to 305, but it should stay there before trying to head back to 310 and then 315. So is this flow site yours? Yes, Trader Daddy Pro is mine. Obviously, I did have some, I do have partners um, that help me make it, and so they're the lead developers on the site. So anything that you want to add to this site, we usually get it up within 24 hours. And we also have a support Discord just for this site. So outside of my premium group, we have a whole separate community just for the people who want support for this website alone. So it's part of the ecosystem of Trader Daddy, but I didn't understand why people were paying so much money for Unusual Whales or Cheddar Flow or FinViz Pro, and I'm like, we could make the same thing but like 10 times better. And we did. So, it took a couple months, but we did it. And we got so much feedback from people that eventually we ended up just taking everything. Also, we have a nice little breakout scanner. This works well because it works with the indicators we have. So anything that looks like it's breaking out will be listed here. So just want to check on ARCAT real quick. But yeah, for $2 to try it for a whole month, you don't have a whole lot to lose. It's a very low risk to reward. CSW and DVN. Let me just check this real quick. RCAT should get back up to 17 or 18. It's going to visit its resistance friends up here. Right over here. I don't know what CSW. Oh, DVN I like a lot. I play this stock all the time. DVN should flow right back up. XLE I got into earlier because just a little hedge with oil going back up and uncertainty. XLE is at a good level right here. Also, anytime you get a break in a triangle and it comes back down to touch right here, we usually pushes back off again. So just another hedge right there. But all right, guys, that was just a quick 25 minutes for me. If you have any questions for me, I get back to you guys really fast. If you have any questions about Trader Daddy Pro website, you can reach out to me about my premium group where I'm on Zoom 3 times a day. But just remember for the premium group, everybody there is either, is they're all, you know, working professionals. They're not full-time traders. So I might be on Zoom all the time, but it's just so if they have time, they could come in and see what I'm up to or see what the group is up to. So, it's just I'm on all the time, but people throughout the day are not on it all the time. It's just whenever they have a moment. But a lot of them have little kids, a lot of them are really busy. So I designed it for people who are extremely busy to just give them, the things that we're looking at, the trending industries, the trending stocks, the things that are happening on in the group. And also you could go to Trader Daddy Pro and you could go to the Trader Lady, which is the AI part of it right here, and you can ask it any question you want. It's really integrated into everything at this point. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about anything, the group, the Trader Daddy Pro, um, stocks I'm looking at, requests for videos. I like when you guys send me requests for videos. If there's a video that you guys want me to do, I'll definitely do it. You know, I want to make videos that you guys like. Um, Whenever I make videos that I like subjects that I like, it never gets any views. So just want to put it out there. I'd love to make videos on breakouts and how to find breakouts and what's breaking out, you know, currently, but they don't get many views. The ones that get the views are like, you know, these three stocks are going in this industry are going to, you know, skyrocket or something. But if you have any like interesting ideas for videos, I'll definitely take them because it's getting starting to, you know, uh, like not run out of ideas, but like I always like to have fresh ideas of like what people are looking for in their videos. So if there's anything that you guys want or anything you guys, you know, or have any interest in, I can definitely accommodate you guys. So anyways, I do gotta go. Looks like Nvidia's doing just fine. This is where we started off with earlier in the stream. Hope you guys learned something. If you want to go back and see the stream or you missed the stream, you can go to my YouTube page and they're always listed. The streams I have every day are always saved and recorded right there. So you can always go to my YouTube page and see them. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, guys. Hope that was a good little market update. And that's it. I'm gonna move on with the rest of my day.